Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to part 6 of awesome Flutter Firebase e-commerce app or food delivery app where we are developing the complete app from scratch with admin panel. This series will cover setting up Firebase as our backend, designing stunning user interface, implementing secure user authentication, order tracking, payment processing and many more. If you find the content valuable and want to see more tutorials like this, please take a moment to hit that like button down below. Your likes not only show your support but also help our video to reach more fellow developers. So let's smash that like button and aim for 100 likes together. Every like counts. We appreciate each and every one of you for helping us to reach this goal. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the videos that we upload on this food delivery app series. So let's get started. But before moving to the code, let me show you what all things we'll learn on today's video and how your app will look alike at the end of this video. We are going to first design the stunning user interface of our login page where the admin needs to log in with a unique username and password, which I will teach you how to do that with the Firebase Firestore. Then we will move to the add food item where the admin can add the food image, food name, price and detail of the food. So here you can see the login page of our admin panel. So to log in inside the admin panel and can access the complete app from the admin panel, user need to first log in with a unique username and password because I don't want that any of the user can enter the admin panel directly and can access the complete app without having the right to change the things in the app. So we will create a unique username and password for the admin to manage the complete app securely and can do the changes anytime he wants. So in the username, I have give the unique username Peter here. So I will write Peter in the username section. Now in the password, I will write 123456. Though I have wrote a random username and password for the admin panel, but you can change the username and password according to your choice whenever you need it. So after entering the username and password, when the admin will click on the login button, then he will land in the home admin page. There will be multiple options like add food items, remove food items, manage the users, see all the current orders, payments, etc. Now I have just added the first option here, which is adding the food items to the app. Now let's click on this option and it will directly take you to the add item page where at the top you can see the item picture where the admin has to add the food item picture here. Then he need to add the item name, which will be the food name, and the item price with a item detail he wants. And then here comes a select category section. In the select category section, you can see that there is a drop down menu button. So do not worry, I will teach you each and everything to how add the bottom drop down button in the Flutter app. So after clicking to the drop down button, you can see that there is a drop down appears with a category like ice cream, burger, salad and pizza. So user can select to the specific category of the food he is uploading to the app. If you are following this food delivery app series from the starting, then you know that in our home page there are four categories like which I have already mentioned in the drop down. So if the user will click on the burger, then it will select the burger here and there will be a add button at the bottom to add all the items one by one to the app. But before moving to the code, I have a small request from you. Please do not skip any of the process from this video because I will teach you each and everything to how to create the login user interface, how to create a secure user name and password with the Firebase and a complete drop down button with a add item page. So just follow along with me. If you skip any of the process or the part from this video, then you might not get the end result that I have just shown you now. So let's move to the code. Now let's move to the lib folder and we'll create a new folder name admin here, and inside the admin folder I will create a new file name admin login.dart where we'll create the admin login page where the user can enter the username and password and can directly move to the admin panel of the app. And here I will create a stateful widget name admin login here. Now scaffold, and we'll write a background color here, and I'll pass the customize color code here 0xFF, then the customize color code. Now body, container, child, stack, and inside the stack I will write children, and in the children first I will write container, and in container will pass the margin edge inset dot only, and will give the margin from the top by using the media query to make the app highly responsive. Now media query dot of context dot size dot height divide by 2 and padding edge inset dot only top 45.0 and left 20.0, right 20.0. Now we'll give the height again by using the media query method here. So media query dot of context dot size dot height, and we'll do same for the width. Now decoration, box decoration, and here I'll pass the gradient color here. If you are following this food delivery app series, then you know why I have used the linear gradient color here and how to use a linear gradient color inside the container. So in the colors, I will first pass the customized color code here. Now begin alignment dot top left and alignment dot bottom right. Now I will also pass the border radius in the box decoration. So we'll write border radius dot vertical, and from the top I will pass the radius dot elliptical because I want to provide the border radius from the top but from the x and y axis. I will write media query dot of context dot size dot width and will pass the 110 in the y axis. The reason for using the radius dot elliptical is because I want to provide the radius from the x and y axis of the app. So to provide the radius from the x or y axis, you can use the radius dot elliptical here. Now we'll write container and we'll pass the margin here. So edge insert dot only left 30.0, right 30.0 and top 60.0. And in the child, I will first pass the form key, and in the key I will write form key which will be the global key. So let's move and assign the global key here. So final global key form state form key is equal to global key. So if any of the users is watching this video from the food delivery app series and they have didn't watch my other 5 parts, then you might not get why I have used a global key here. So I will request you all to follow the complete food delivery app series playlist and you will get what all things I am writing here because I have explained each and everything in the last part of this app series. So I will paste the playlist link in the comment box so you can click on and can follow the complete food delivery app series. Now I will write children and inside the children I will pass the text widget here. So in the text widget I will write let's start with admin and will give the styling to the text widget here. We'll use our text style. So it is done. Now we'll give the size box height 30.0. Now we'll use a material widget to give the elevation to the container here. Now we'll write border radius to give the border radius to the material widget. So border radius dot circular 20 and in the child I will first pass the container here and inside the container I will give the height using the media query again. So media query dot of context dot size dot height divide by 2.2. So reason for writing the media query and dividing it by 2.2 is because through the media query it will give me the complete height of the screen. By dividing it by any digit it will give the specific height I need for the container and it will be highly responsive in the different devices if you can test it. Now decoration, box decoration and we'll write colors.white and we'll provide the border radius to the container here. Now you might be thinking that what all code I am writing in the admin login.dart. Sorry, let me show you what all things I have wrote inside the admin login.dart here. Now let's move to the main.dart file and here I will call the admin login here and will hot restart it again. So as you can see the complete page of the admin login page and here you can see the circular container which I have wrote by using the radius.elliptical and you can see that by giving the top radius.elliptical media query dot of context and height and on the y-axis 110 it gives me the circular container here from the top with a x and y axis. Now from the top it gives the height divided by 2 which will be the half of the container height from the top and you can see the text widget which I have just wrote. Let's start with admin and the material widget at the top of the container. So everything is written inside the stack. That's why you can see that each container overlap with other container easily. Now I will write child column children and will give the size box height 50.0. Now container and will give the padding here from left, top and bottom and will give the margin from the horizontal direction and will use decoration, box decoration, border dot all and will pass the customize color code again in the border. I want to provide the border radius to the container, so I'll use a border radius here and will write child center and in the child will pass the text form field and will pass the validator if value is null or empty then will return please enter username and in the controller I will pass the text editing controller. So let's move and write text editing controller user name controller equals to new text editing controller, and we'll pass username controller in the controller of the text form field. Now I will copy the same text form field and will paste it inside the column for the password of the admin panel. Now you can see that there is a line at the bottom in the text form field. So I will remove the line from the bottom in the text form field by using the input decoration here. So let's move and write decoration input decoration and write border input border dot none. Now we'll hot reload it again. So as you can see that by just writing one line, it removes the underline in the text form field. Now we'll do same for the password. Now let's move to the input decoration again, because here I will write a hint text username and will pass the hint style to give the styling to the hint that I have just wrote here. So in the text style I will write color and will pass the customized color code again. So you can see the hint here username. Now I'll copy the same case and will paste it inside the password, and will just change all the things that we have wrote inside the text form field. So I will remove and will write the hint text password here and will create one more text editing controller for the password. So user password controller is equals to new text editing controller and will write please enter password here and will pass the text editing controller in the controller for the password. Now we'll hot reload it again. Now size box height 40.0. Now we'll create a customized button so that user can directly click on login button and can log in inside the admin panel. So we'll first pass the padding here, then margin. Now we'll give the width media query dot of context dot size dot width. So in the decoration, first we'll pass the color here. So I will write colors dot black and will write border radius dot circular 10 here. Now in the child, I will write center and will pass the text widget here, where I will write login and will pass the style text style colors dot white font size 20.0 and font weight dot bold here. So it is done. Now I will hot reload it again. So as you can see the login button here. Now let's move and create the function so that user can directly click on the login button and can directly move to the admin panel of the app. So here I will use the fixed username and fixed password for the admin panel because it will be unique, so that any of the user who are using the app might cannot enter the admin panel easily. It must be secure because the admin can manage the complete app from the admin panel. So we need to create a unique username and password here. So in the username, I will write Peter, which will be the username for the admin panel, and password 123456, and will click on the login button and can directly move to the admin panel of the app. But let's move to the Firebase, and here I need to create a collection name admin here, where in the ID I first need to write a Peter, which will be the username for the admin panel, and the password that I've just shown you in the app, which will be 123456. Now let's move to the admin login.dart file again, and here I will create a function name login admin, and will write firebase firestore.instance dot collection, and will pass the collection name that I've just wrote in the Firebase, which will be the admin, and will use a dot get method, and after getting the Firebase Firestore will use dot then, and here I will use a snapshot to get the document that we have just passed in the admin collection here. So snapshot.docs dot for each element for each result. If our result data, which will be the ID, and it not equals to the username dot controller dot text where the admin have entered the username, then we'll show the snack bar here that the enter username is not correct. So I'll move to the signup.dart file again, and we'll copy the same source snack bar, and we'll paste it here, and we'll change just the text here. So we'll write your ID is not correct, which will indicate the admin that the ID they have just wrote in the admin is not correct. Now we'll copy the same if condition, and we'll write in the else if that if the result.data password is not equals to the password that the user have entered in the password text field, then we'll show the text your password is not correct. And if both the statement is false, then we'll move to the else statement here, and we'll use root to directly move to the home page of the admin panel. So in the admin, I will create a home admin.dart file here, and will give the stateful widget name home admin. We will directly push the user to the root that I have just wrote above. So it is done. Now let's move to the login button, and we'll wrap up the login button with a gesture detector, and we'll pass the login admin function here. Now we'll hot restart it again. So here you can see the login page of the admin, and here I will first write the username. So I'm writing Peter here. Now we'll enter the password 123456 and we'll click on the login button. So as you can see, we have successfully logged in inside the home page of the admin, from where the admin can manage the complete app. So now let's move to the home admin.dart file, and here I will create a container so that admin can directly add the food item to the app. So we'll create a container and we'll give the margin as insert.only top 50.0, left 20.0 and right 20.0. Now in the column, I will first write the center child text widget, and inside the text widget I will write a text home admin, which will be the headline of our admin panel, and will give the style by using the app widget class. So app widget dot headline text field style. Now I'll hot restart it again. So let me show you what all things I have wrote inside the home admin page. So we'll go to the main.dart file and we'll call the home admin here, and we'll hot restart it again. So you can see the headline of our admin panel, which is home admin. Now let's move and we'll create a container in the column widget, and we'll wrap up the container with a material widget. So we'll write material and we'll write elevation 10.0 and we'll provide the border radius to the material widget. So border radius dot circular 10. Now child center, and we'll write child again. Now container padding edge inset dot all 4, decoration box decoration, and in the box decoration I'll pass the will pass the color. So I will use colors dot black. Now border radius dot circular 10. Now child row children. Now I will write padding edge inset dot all 6.0, image dot asset. So we will get the random food item image here, so that user can get the hint to add the food item by clicking the container here. So I will write images food.jpg. I will get the image that I have saved in the images folder and will give the specific height and width to the image and fit boxfit.cover. If you want, you can add any of the images according to your choice and download it in the images folder, and you can call the image by using the image.asset function. There is no necessary to copy the exact image that I am pasting on this admin panel. I will write size box again and will provide the width 30.0, text, and will write add food item. Now we'll give styling to the text widget by using the text style. So you can see the text name add food items here. Now let's move to the admin folder and we'll create a new file name add food.dart, and we'll create a stateful widget name add food. Now let's move to the home admin again and we'll wrap up the material widget with our gesture detector, and in the on tab by using the navigator.push method I will call the add food.dart file so that user can directly move to the add food page and can add the food item to the app. So now we'll hot reload it again. Now I will change the scaffold, body, container, child, column, children. Now we'll give the app bar from the top. So we'll write app bar, and inside the app bar I will first write the leading where I will show the icon dot back iOS so that user can directly go to the home admin page and can access all the function he want to do for the app. Now we'll pass the customized color code for the icon that we are passing in the leading. Basically, leading in the app bar is that it shows the icon on the left side of the app bar. So if you want to show any of the icon from the left side of the app bar, you can use the leading here. Now we'll wrap up with the gesture detector, and in the on tap method I will write navigator.pop context to pop it to the home page. Now we'll use a center title true because here I will mention the title here. So if I will make center title to true, it will directly center my title in the app bar. So in the title, I will first pass the text widget here. So in the text widget, I will write a text add item and will give the style by using the app widget class. Now let's move to the column. Now in the container, I will write margin edge insert dot only left 20.0, right 20.0, and from the top 20.0, and same from the bottom. So in the column I will write cross axis alignment dot start, and in the children will write the text widget naming the text, upload the item picture here, and will give the styling to the text widget again by using the app widget class. Here you can see that there is a complete white screen. So I will hot reload it again. So you can see the all things that I have just added in the add food.dart file. Now let's move and create the container here so that user can directly click on the container, and by using the gallery they can upload the image to the Firebase storage. So first I will write the material and will give the elevation 4.0. Now border radius dot circular and will write 20. Now child container, and in the container I will first write the width, which will be the specific width of 150. Now we'll write decoration, box decoration, border, border.all. Now we'll pass the color, colors.black, width 1.5 and border radius 20. So here you can see the container. Now we need to give the height to the container. So I will write height 150 here. So here you can see the container that I've just created by using the material widget. Now we'll wrap up the material widget with the center widget to center the widget here. Now we'll write child icon icons dot camera. So I have told you that when the user will click on this container, then by using the image picker method, the app will pick the image from the gallery by the user's choice and directly upload the image to the Firebase storage, and we can access that image in the app easily. So we'll give the size box height 30.0. So we'll pass the text widget item name and we'll give the styling to the text widget by using the app widget class. Now we'll write the size box again and we'll make the text field so that user can directly enter the item name. So I'm creating a text field by using the container widget here. So in the decoration, box decoration, we'll pass the customized color code here and border radius dot circular 10. Now child text field and in the decoration input decoration will mention the border input border dot none so that we can't see any underline in the text field, and in the hint text I will pass the enter item name suggesting the user to enter the item name in this text field, and will give the hint style to the hint that I have just passed here. So here you can see the text field with a enter item name. Now let's move and we'll write text editing controller name controller equals to new text editing controller, and we'll pass the name controller to the controller of the text field. Now I'll copy the same text and text field that I just wrote for the item name and we'll paste it below, and we'll change the item name to item price, and will suggest the user to enter the item price to the text field here. Now I'll assign one more controller to control this text field for the item price. So we'll write price controller in the controller of the text field for the price. Now we'll copy the same thing again for the item detail and we'll change it to item detail, and here might be the case that the user will enter more than one line in the item detail. So I will use a max line in the text field to increase the length of the text field and will assign it to 6 and hot reload. So as you can see, after giving the max line to 6, it increases the text field size for the item detail. Now we'll write the controller for the item detail here, and in the controller we'll first pass the detail controller. So now let's move and create the drop down button because I want that whenever the user will click on the drop down button, then there will be the specific category for the food item he want to upload the food. For example, if he want to upload the burger, then he will select the burger category from the select category drop down button. So you have seen on the home page of the app there are basically four categories. So let's move and create the drop down button in the add item page. So here I will first write container. Now child, I will write drop down button, hide underline, and in the child I will first pass the drop down button and will name it to string. Now we'll pass the items and onChange method here. Now I need to provide the drop down color, so I'll pass the colors.white, and in the hint I will first pass the text widget here and naming the text widget to select category, and will give the styling to the hint text by using the hint style. But before that I will provide the icon and icon size, and will use icons.arrow drop down to indicate the user that there is a drop down menu to select a category, and will pass colors.black. Now in the value I need to pass the value that I will keep on updating, so I will use a string and will write value. Now I will write final and will provide the list that we will pass in the drop down menu. So I am naming the list items and will assign all the things one by one that we want to show in the drop down. So let's move to the main.dart file, and I will show you what all category we need to add in the drop down. So let's move to the bottom navigation bar, and this will directly take us to the home page. So here you can see there are the four categories, namely ice cream, pizza, salad and burger. So let's go and add that all in the add food.dart file, and here first I will write ice cream, then burger, then salad, then pizza. Now I'll call the same list in the drop down. So in the items, I will write items.map and will pass the item that we will get one by one from the items list, and will use our drop down menu button. Now in the drop down menu button, we'll write a text widget and will call the item that we get from the item list here. Now we'll assign the drop down menu item to dot to list function to change it to the list. Now we need to assign the drop down menu item to the string to get all the text here. Now we'll give the styling to the text widget here. So style text style, and in the font size I will write 18.0, and colors dot black, And in the onChange method, I will first write the value and will use a set state so that I can update the value string that I've just wrote above. So this dot value is equals to value to update the value that we'll get from the items list here. Now let's move to the home admin again so that I can show you what all things I've just wrote in the add item here. So here you can see the overflow error because I forgot to write a single child scroll view so that user can scroll this page easily. So let's move to the add food.dart file again and we'll wrap up the container with a single child scroll view and we'll hot reload it again. But here you can see there are still some error because it is saying that item value doesn't match with the length we have passed and it is not true. So I think I have missed some of the part in the code. So I made a small mistake here. I forgot to write a value in the drop menu item. So we'll assign it to item again. Now we'll hot restart it again. So you can see the select category option here. But before that, let me provide the height between the two widgets here. So I'll provide height 20.0 and I will give some more margin from the bottom. Now I will hot reload it again. So here you can see the different category. Now let's move and I will copy the same text widget for the category and we'll change it to select category and we'll give the height between the two widgets. Now we'll hot reload it again. Now let's move and we'll give some decoration to the container here. So we'll give the border radius, customize color code and we'll give the width media query dot of context dot size dot width. Now we'll hot reload it again. So now let's provide the padding too. So we'll use edge inset dot symmetric horizontal 10.0. Now border radius circular 10. So here our select category drop down menu button is done. Now I will show you how it is working. So when I'll click on the drop down button, you can see the user can choose the category according to his choice, like ice cream, burger. Now let's move and we'll create a customized button here, name add, so that user can add the item that he had just filled above, like image, name, price, and detail. So this is it from this video. On our next video, I will teach you how to upload the image to the Firebase storage and how to get that image in our app. And we'll also show all the food items in our home page. And also one of the main thing, how to add the food items to the cart and check out by placing the order. So do not forget to hit that like button so that we can reach the goal of 100 likes before I upload the part 7 to this food delivery app series. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.